car. We're here at the grounds of Phasig Tipton Sales Company on the day before the October yearling sale, joined by long-standing industry professional Kip Elser. Kip, thanks for taking a minute with us.
Glad to be with you.
Yeah, this is one of the bigger yearling sales in the season, 1,600 horses. And Kip, you've been on many sides of the business, and you've been a consignor for many years, and you're wearing a different hat now. But what are these consignors, these businesses thinking about today on the eve of the sale as far as this being a successful economic week for them?
Well, obviously, if you will take your pan shots around a little bit, everybody here has inventory, and they've got payroll, and they've got lots of other expenses. If we had a drone, we'd be taking a tour around the grounds. You'd see that the parking lot is absolutely chock full of buyers. Some international I've seen, but a tremendous number of domestic buyers here shopping. Again, it's a question of how much will they sell. The agencies here are, they're trying to get the job done. They've got a lot of people working here to present their product. They're working on a 5% commission base. The breeders and owners here are looking at, they started selling in July. They're looking at finishing up selling the last of their crop tomorrow through Tuesday. So in a lot of cases, for breeders and for other owners, for the agents, it's partly what is each individual horse worth. But for a lot of them, it's where do I stand as far as my year goes, and what do I need to make the year profitable. If they're way ahead from the year for the year, they may well drop some reserves just to raise some cash, or they may be a little bit aggressive and say, well, I can afford to keep this one. There's all kinds of different scenarios here. It just varies by consignment and by the horse.
Mm-hmm. And Kip, you've had a business that you founded called Kirkwood Stables, which is one of the most highly regarded names in the industry. And I know you've always, because we've worked on business plans together, I know you always think about your business as a business. So bottom line, the more we sell here, the more revenue that these consignors make based on their 5% commission.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're here to, or they are here to sell horses, generate revenue. It's very simple. You've got to, everybody has their bottom line. Everybody has their P&L. What do we need to do better? Where can we trim? Where should we add to present things better to our clients and buyers? It's very much a business, a market, and I won't say it's exactly like everything else, but the basic business principles are the same.
Mm-hmm. And Kip, Kirkwood Stables is, you've done so much with that name, and it's a global brand, but it's at least one of your headquarters is in Camden, South Carolina. But I know you've evolved your business model, and tell us a little bit about what Kirkwood and you focus on now.
Now we are focusing, after quite a long time, having a training stable in Camden and dispersing horses to various sales around the world. We have cut back, and we are concentrating on consulting and buying and selling horses for clients, and doing it that way without the feeder system of the training barn.
Mm-hmm. So you're on the other side of the kind of market, if you will, and who better to evaluate the horses to buy than somebody that's been consigning and selling them for years and years. Now, do you do all this work I've seen you do this morning on a Sunday on spec, or do you have orders to fill for clients, or how do you think about your business?
Some of each. We'll do some on spec. We wish we had more clients to do it for all the time, but it's a combination of work for clients, and then we'll do some on spec either for ourselves, or there's always someone that will call up last minute. What did you see? And you certainly want to be prepared for that.
Yep. And when you buy a horse from somebody, you get a commission just like you would
Yeah.
on the other side, right? So you're an intermediary in another part of the business. Kip, you mentioned it. Your global reach has been really unparalleled. Anybody I know in the industry, and you've been to some jurisdictions that many people in the industry haven't been. What was the thinking behind, expanding your business and reaching into other countries?
A couple of things. I mean, first of all, I've just always wanted to let the business take me wherever it will, and I've been lucky enough it's taken me all over the world. Helen and I just got back from France day before yesterday from a yearling sale in Deauville, and had a wonderful time. Bought one nice filly for a group over there. But we've also been searching for different opportunities. There's been chances to do things a little differently in other places, either learning from the way they do things somewhere else, or maybe taking an American way of doing things to another country. It's a combination, and it's been very, very good for us over the years.
Yeah. In the name of revenues and balanced against expenses. Yeah.
It's pretty. There's a lot of parts of it are black and white, and it's been a great way to make a living for a long time.
Yeah. I'll ask you a last set of questions. Kip, right down the way here. If I zoomed in, I won't try because I don't trust my technology here, but the sales ring is right down there. This itself is a huge business. Vasey, Tipton. There's many segments of the equine industry students could find themselves in. This is an equine finance class, and I wondered if you had any advice at a high level for students that are either in the industry or just getting into the industry in terms of the kind of things they should prioritize.
The first thing is put your head down and work at it. Show up and work hard. That's the first requirement. Once you get a basic general knowledge of what's going on in the business, then you can sort of focus on what little corner interests you the most. There's a tremendous number of people out here who would be very, very glad to answer questions and mentor somebody young trying to get in the business. But put your head down and work at it. Ask. There is no such thing as a dumb question. I'm sure Mike has told you that before, but no such thing as a dumb question. Ask away, be curious, and work hard.
That's great advice, Kip. And this sale's going to kick off. Any predictions on how tight the market's going to be, or what's your read on it going in?
This market is aligned, if slightly behind, whatever is happening in the rest of the world. I think we're seeing a quote flight to quality in every industry. What is perceived as the best in the market at that particular sale will sell very, very well, be very hard to buy. Underneath of that, it'll take a lot of judgment. Where can you pick up something that's good value for your client, for the amount of money you have to spend? And if you're selling, you're going to have to be very realistic. Do I have a top product, or do I have something that's just below the top, and I need to maybe lower my reserves a little bit and push just to get the job done?
Yeah. And Kip, we talked when the numbers from this sale come in at the end of the week, we'll put the students in the course to work on some analysis of the numbers and along the lines of the project we talked about. So
that'll be great. I can't wait to see what you come up with.
Yeah. Well, as always, Kip, it's just an honor to be with you, and thank you so much for contributing to this course. It's a real privilege. Thank you.
Thanks. Glad to be with you.